Hi, I'm Guy Ardito, relationship expert, strategist, and author. Have you ever wondered what are the real signs that your love may be in trouble, that divorce might be around the corner? Well, you've probably heard of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and today I want to talk about what I call the four horsemen of divorce. Now, any one of these, if it's present consistently, is really going to be a problem on a relationship. And certainly, no relationship can withstand all four of them being present. So, you really want to watch out for whether any of these are going on in your relationship and to make sure to get a handle on them and resolve them. So, let's jump right in. The first horseman of divorce is going to be distrust. And that's all around when a partner is not pulling their weight, or when they don't keep their word, or when they're erratic. And this can be for big things or little things. The point is, one partner doesn't feel that they can count on the other to do what needs to be done, to do what they say that they're going to do. And that's an issue. And that creates feelings of being at risk. And the second horseman of the apocalypse is deception. And this is kind of like the other side of the coin of distrust, but it is different because deception is about actively and deliberately lying to your partner. And it could be for any number of different reasons. It could be about you not wanting them to know where you are, or what you're doing, or what you're spending money on, or maybe all three. And some people are just kind of sociopathic and they lie. But other people lie because they're afraid of their partner's outsized or even violent reactions to something that they don't want being done. Both of those are issues. The third horseman of the apocalypse is disregard. Relationships are based around two people trying to take care of each other, create a good life for each other. And disregard is like neglect. That's when one partner is just really not paying much attention to the other. They're discourteous. They're not necessarily mean. That kind of comes next. But the point is they're not nice. And it's kind of like it doesn't even matter if the other person is there. And nobody wants to feel that way. And the fourth horseman of divorce is disrespect. And this is a huge one. This is when one partner acts like or talks to the other as if they're inferior or less than, if they don't matter, like giving orders or rolling their eyes when they say something. And this is infuriating, and this is of the form that the partner is an imposition, and that is a huge, huge problem. So there you go, four horsemen of divorce. You have distrust, deception, disregard, and disrespect. Now, I certainly hope that you don't have any of those in your relationship, but if you do, you really want to get on the ball. If you're feeling that your partner is somehow seeing you that way, and you don't feel it's valid, then you need to talk about that. If you can see where maybe you're doing things that could be perceived as, for example, not keeping your word, and therefore they'd be distrustful, or that you've lied to them, and therefore you've been deceitful, or that you haven't been paying them as much attention as you really should, and therefore you've been disregarding them. Or maybe you've been short-tempered with them and disrespectful with them. Certainly, if you know that any of those are going on, you certainly have it in your power to change those behaviors, and you owe it to your relationship to change that, because no relationship can withstand any of those going on indefinitely. Now, it's important to appreciate that sometimes people, because of childhood experiences or traumas or past relationships, are hypersensitized, right? They might feel distrustful of their partner when there's no reason to. They might feel that their partner is deceiving them when there's no reason to. They might feel disregarded when their partner is paying them lots of attention. They might feel disrespected when their partner is paying them lots of respect, but they're looking out for little cues for anything that could suggest any one of these four, and it's like a hair trigger. So if that might be the case, then you really have to work together to find out what the real objective truth is and to work on that desensitization. And finally, as for example is the case with my wife and I, if you have two people, if you and your partner are coming from different cultures, then it's possible that you have different expectations around how each of these are expressed or what those triggers or thresholds are. And that's something that together you have to work at. And you might notice I've been saying the word together a lot, and that's because that's what a marriage is. You have two people and they're coming together to form something greater than either of them would have on their own. They both have to bring their own skills, their own perspectives, their own abilities to the relationship to make each other's life better. That involves understanding each other and appreciating each other, particularly when times are tight, when things get rough. That's really what it's all about, right? That's where the commitment kicks in. So I hope you found this useful. Remember, a marriage is about getting past the tough parts, doing what we can, and creating a relationship of friendship, partnership, and passion. Those are really the three words that you want to keep in mind. They're kind of like the anti-four horsemen. Four horsemen are, distrust, deception, disregard, and disrespect. Then, the three angels are going to be friendship, partnership, and passion. So I hope you have found this useful. If so, leave a comment. If you're interested in any of my online training programs, go to my website. You can also find information there if you're interested in any of my coaching programs, either private coaching or you and your partner, and that can help with situations where you need more mediation, more hands-on care. So my website is guyardito.com. That's GUYARDITO.com. In the meantime, take this information, bring it into your relationship so that you can have an amazing, fantastic, thriving love. And remember, life is an adventure, so live in love.